Is your school-age child struggling to read? Norfolk Public Library's Tales to Tales program offers these kids the chance to practice reading aloud to a non-judgmental companion. And who might that be, you ask? Well, in this case, his name is Como. His handler is Don Davis. We have Ellen Selig, who is a volunteer with the Friends of the Norfolk Public Library, and also library associate Lisa Robinson, who has been with us before, and she, of course, coordinates all of this. And who better than to have people that love dogs and love kids and want them to do better. And Como, you're a good boy. Yes, you are. Yes, yes, he's talking to me right now, folks, but I know you just don't. So, Friends of the Library, being a volunteer at them, you get involved in what way?
I am the coordinator for Tales to Tales for the Norfolk Public Libraries on behalf of the Friends.
Okay, great. So you hook the dogs up with the...
I'm kind of the communicator, connector.
All right, great. Yes. And Lisa, I know this program is one of a number of things that are oriented toward youth, but this one in particular can be a real favorite for kids. Who benefits from this? Are there particular children you consider for this?
So many different children. The reluctant reader especially, because, you know, who cannot want to read a nice, cuddly, puppy dog? The readers who absolutely love animals, they tend to be geared towards the dogs as well. And it's a wonderful experience. The parents come in. At first, you know, the kids are kind of shy because some kids, you know, they, for whatever reason, they might not want to read. But as soon as they see the dogs, they just gravitate towards them. They grab that book and they just want to start reading. And some of them have favorites. Como is a favorite.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I just can't imagine why not.
Yes.
Yeah. Gee. So the bringing Como in, is that something that most of the kids know there's going to be a dog there? Is he there when they arrive?
Oh yes,
Okay.
him and some of his little friends. We have a Papillion dog. We have other Labradoodles and different types of dogs. So some kids like the little ones, some kids like the big ones, the puffy ones. You know, everyone has a favorite.
Right. And Don, what is he? He is a...
Como's a golden doodle.
A golden doodle.
Golden retriever poodle mix.
Okay, and he's a big dog, but he's just like a teddy bear, and he's a good guy. So he's trained as a therapy dog, correct?
Yes.
So he does work with a lot of different groups, but being with kids is something that he's perfectly fine with.
He does. He loves kids. He's very sociable. He works well with children who are disabled, or when he goes, he's part of the Buddy Brigade at CHKD. So he goes there and he gets on the beds with kids. He's very patient.
Oh, well, yep, and he loves to have his head rubbed, if you haven't noticed, because he's just been chilling out and having a good time. So he, I'm sure, just makes everybody melt when he's in the room, and that relaxes people. I guess that's part of the solution to maybe shyness that kids have about reading aloud, or they're embarrassed because they don't feel they do it very well, or so
It's a confidence booster, absolutely, because, you know, this dog isn't going to judge them. The dog just sits there and loves them and lets them pet him or her, and it's a very enjoyable experience because you see these kids just can't wait to read and read to the dogs.
What age group are we talking about?
You know, anyone is welcome. I've seen all ages, but, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, the real school age group. This is wonderful because it gets them started into reading more and more, because they just want to read to the dogs.
Okay. Are there particular books that they seem to want to read that have something to do with dogs, I wonder, or is there really anything that is connected?
I tend to put out books with a lot of dog themes on them, whatever the themes are going on in the library. But yes, some of them pick the same book. Some of them, you know, it's an encouraging, like, why don't you try to read another book? And you know, they get reading, and it's great to see them all read to these dogs.
Great. So what does a parent need to do? Do they call you? Do they ask for somebody in particular?
They would need to come into the library. There's a form to fill out, and they would just fill that out, hand it in, and their kid is welcome to come and read to their heart's desire.
Okay, and is this something that meets, how often do they meet?
Once a month.
Once a month? Ooh, so there's 3 weeks of anticipation for the next
know.
time, huh?
Yes.
And so once a month, and they can do this. How long does it last overall?
An hour, about an hour.
Okay, so an hour once a month, and for how many months?
Oh, it's continuous.
Oh, okay, so there's no start and stop.
No.
All right. So I know Como would probably be one of the dogs there. Do you often have more than one dog during one of these sessions, or is it just the one?
Yes, we have a lot of participants. The friends really help us out with that,
Yeah.
gathering the dog handlers together. And I want to say 4+ dogs at my agency at the Baron F. Black.
All right. Well, this must be pretty satisfying for you to be able to pull all this together, and not only, you know, because the dogs get along, but because the people are benefiting in some way.
The excitement is when you see a child hesitate at first, whether they're hesitating because it's reading and they were on their way maybe to the computer. And they're not sure if they want to do this because it's also oral. Now, they're reading out loud. And they are drawn in, whether it's another child that says, Joe, come in. You need to touch this dog. You need to touch Como. Or their friend just says, come listen to me. And they're drawn in, and then next thing you know, they've popped up, they've gone over to the table, they've found a book, and they're next in line. And then they rotate through the dogs. That's the other beauty. You can have 2 children reading at the same time to the same animal, as one of you have said before. Didn't you say Como has 2 ears? Right, he's multitasker. So it's exciting. And if the child needs help, they have these wonderful handlers who will help the child out with a word if they're asking. But otherwise, they get excited, and then they're coming back the next week.
Wow.
It's just, it's a wonderful way to see the kids really not only savor the book at the moment, but build the confidence and the desire to read more. And I guess that's why the Friends are in existence. And that's why this program is such a key part of what we're doing.
Well, it's a wonderful thing you do, really. I'm sure the kids are delighted, and I'm sure the parents are too, if it means that those kids are now moving forward in their reading and becoming a little more open and out there than they were before. And Como, I don't know how many stories you know, but dog to talk, we know you'd have a whole bunch, right? Well, he's been so good. He's bigger than all 3 of us put together, I think. Big boy. Yes, you are. He says, "You ready to read, aren't you?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess maybe. This has been going on long enough. I've been sitting around here, ready to go to the library." So these are, you said they're ongoing classes. When's the next class, and where is it?
This weekend, on Saturday at 2 in the afternoon at Baron F. Black is the next Tales to Tales.
Okay.
That'll run till 3.
All right. And then the following month will be?
And then the following weekend at Blyden Branch.
Okay, so
we
that's
will
the
be meeting
first
at
weekend
noon.
in April? No, the second weekend in April.
Yes. So the first, always we're at Baron Black the first Saturday at 2 o'clock, and the second Saturday at noon, we're at Blyden Branch.
Okay, great.
So folks are
every
welcome
month,
to join us.
The first and second Saturdays is when the program's offered. So, bring your kids, and I don't know if there's a minimum age for children or not. Is there?
Well, it's a reading program, so what would you recommend?
I mean, if your child is 5 and is starting to read those books, I mean, I say, why not? It just encourages them further to read.
Yeah.
So, and as they get older too, they actually help me with the program. So,
That's
can I
nice.
come and read? I was, yeah, you can come and read.
Yeah. Well,
So they
great.
love this.
Well, Don, I know you must be awfully proud of your dog. He's
I am.
done a lot of
I am.
different things, and he just mellows people out.
He does. He's very tranquil. If I could put in a plug for Therapy Dogs International, which is our umbrella organization, and they facilitate therapy dog visits to different organizations. They're the ones who directed us towards the library program. And he loves it. As soon as his leash comes out, this dress-up leash comes out, and he's ready to go. He's worked up, and he loves Lisa.
I have the snacks.
Right.
Okay,
She's
but
a
I'm sure
food
there's
source.
more to it than that.
Yeah.
So, well, what a delightful gathering, and I know he brings a lot of joy to a lot of people, and clearly he does to you too. So, thank you for sharing a really, really nice program that parents can certainly benefit from, and the kids absolutely.
Yes.
And you do every time, I'm sure you have the class. And Como, I guess you're just deciding that. Okay, I guess he's just not going to even respond anymore.
This is what he does. He's ready to listen.
Yeah,
He's
all
ready
right.
for you to read to him.
Okay, Como, you ready to read? I guess not. Only at the library.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
Stay tuned for some details about a big fat conference for teens taking place in Norfolk.